full circle here to the point is when we get that virus, our body is creating the antibodies so that we don't get these things again, and it starts defending us. The more antibodies we have in the body, the more we're going to have protection. Not that we should go get every disease, but the more protection we have, the less chance we're going to get any disease or any bug. The less antibodies you have in your body, the more you will be affected by food poisoning. And all of these events of poisoning create the same symptoms. And you can go to cancer.gov and it'll say right in there, radiation poisoning from getting cancer treatment causes flu-like symptoms, diarrhea, vomiting, headache. Food poisoning, diarrhea, vomiting, headache. Spider bite, diarrhea, vomiting, headache. Snake bite, if it's not very poisonous, the difference being that these poisons, they have enzymes that will actually eat things. That's why your skin can become necrotic. It doesn't do that with a virus or necessarily with a bacteria. So the point about a vaccine is it's bypassing all of our natural defense. The natural defense of our skin cells, the hairs in our nose, the villi in our lungs, going straight into the blood, along with whatever else they decided to load up on this thing. And this other website, and I'm going to go ahead and point back to this. It is beforeitsnews.com, and Dr. Reiner Fulmick, they're announcing a international network of lawyers will argue the biggest tort case in the world based on what has occurred here. So from my perspective, I don't think they'll be successful. And there's a real reason why I don't think they'll be successful. They may come to a standstill, just like I did. I was talking about how I came into this by all the challenges we made against the government. Those challenges occurred because the government stepped into Cayman Islands and snatched $300 million from a program that we were involved in called Cash for Titles. And $600,000 of that was ours. And it's a real bad day when you get a phone call that says $600,000 just disappeared because the United States government went into Cayman Islands and snatched it. And so my thing was to find out, why do they have authority in the Cayman Islands? Everybody told me that Cayman was the safest tax haven on the planet. And that's just propaganda. I can tell you right now, all these alleged tax havens and stuff, it's all propaganda. If you're a citizen and they have the ability and the right to snoop up everything you got, then they will do it. And they will come get it because under U.S. law, under the 14th Amendment, it says that the debts of the United States shall not be questioned. And so the job as a citizen is to help the United States government pay all the debts of the United States because it is the society itself that took on that debt. The government represents the society. So if they represent you and putting you $25 trillion in debt as a society, then you owe part of that debt as a member of the society. So when people go offshore and try to hide, the word that's bandied around in political circles is those people are absconding debtors, meaning they're trying to get away and not pay their fair share. And I'm going to read something. I'll come back to what I was talking about with this lawsuit. Because this is about understanding the law. This is about understanding the UN and who's running it. This is about understanding, like I didn't understand in the year 1999, why the United States government just go into Cayman Islands and tell them what to do and start handing over what everyone thought was their money. This is the FATCA provisions. I don't remember what FATCA actually means, financial something or another, but I call it the FATCA provisions. They just left off the T. Under agreements, this is the global agreements for open frequencies on tax information. Apart from withholding information and reporting, the United States has taken part in a number of treaties designed to increase the sharing of taxpayer information so that tax laws can be enforced. This section outlines the typical traits of such agreements and their place in the analysis of FATCA as a new enforcement mechanism. Although the United States purports to have authority to assert universal taxing jurisdiction that is over all individuals on all income worldwide, it has chosen to limit its taxation to U.S. persons' worldwide income and to U.S. source payments to certain foreigners. What that means is, because of the Bretton Woods Agreement and the U.S. dollar being the world reserve currency, the U.S. actually claims that they have the ability and the right to tax everybody on the planet. That's called empire, in case anybody doesn't know what that means. So when you look at the UN Charter, you see that the United States is part of the Security Council and in charge of maintaining global peace. So going back here, I want to go back to this article. These attorneys, in my opinion, will fail because it's one thing to state a tort claim.
If you're enjoying the content on this channel, don't forget to subscribe. like and hit that bell icon so that you don't miss any future updates. We live in a world now where propaganda and censorship are the rule of the day. YouTube presentations, Facebook presentations, or any other presentation will not have completed information. If you'd like to see a complete interview, plus more content like this, then please subscribe to my Patreon, David Williams Unleashed, and then check out our membership site, Get Out of the System, because you can't get out of this system until you get the system out of you. Thanks for watching.